This brand new amazing Countercade has entered the fight cave. We're going to go ahead and do a quick review and give you my thoughts after this. All right, welcome back. I already reviewed the Miss Pac-Man version of these Countercades. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and give you a quick run through of this specific cabinet. I'll tell you what I like more, what I like less, and then I'll go ahead and go through a full review for those who might not have seen the first one. So first off, I really love the way this cabinet looks, and let me go ahead and back this up a little bit, that way you get the full view. It looks just as good as Miss Pac-Man. The only thing that would be awesome is it had a light up marquee, but we'll see if anybody in the aftermarket takes care of that. In the back, nothing much to see there. One of the things that really stands out to me that I like a lot more than the Miss Pac-Man is the game selection. Okay, the other one we had Miss Pac-Man, you had Galaga, you had Dig Dug 2, and then you had, it's one of those Pac-Man games that nobody plays. I mean, we're gonna be honest. So, but this one has Pac-Man, Pac-and-Pal, Galaga, and Dig Dug. And I know there's a lot of people that prefer Miss Pac-Man to Pac-Man, but me personally, I'll acknowledge that Miss Pac-Man's a little bit better, but it's not that big of a difference. In order to get Dig Dug, Galaga, and Pac-Man in one little cabinet, I would definitely choose this one opposed to the Miss Pac-Man. So that would be, to me, the biggest standout between the two cabinets. Miss Pac-Man, you're getting 2 A games, classic games, and this one you're gonna get 3. Okay. The controls feel exactly the same. The off-on volume buttons are exactly the same as Miss Pac-Man. So there's not too much variability other than the game selection. If you haven't seen the previous reviews, I'll start going into some of the things that are a bit of a problem. And the first one is going to be the screen. I said this in previous... Well, actually, you know, this one might not be as bad because I feel like the Miss Pac-Man kind of strained my eyes a little bit. It felt like I was looking at a 3DS in 3D mode, and my eyes never, you know, really got comfortable with it. Now, the second thing that was a bit of a problem is the width of the control deck. As you can see, my 2 hands are basically almost the width of the control deck, which means that when I'm playing a game like Galaga, or maybe I'm getting a little too intense with Pac-Man or Dig Dug, then I'm going to hit one of these buttons here, right? And it's not really a problem because unless you're playing on mute, there's going to be a kind of a sound that lets you know, hey, you just press player 1 or player 2, get your hand off. I've had other people say, heard say that they've actually resetted it while they were playing, but I don't know how that's really possible. I mean, see right there, if you actually accidentally press it, you're gonna hear some feedback that you're pressing the player 1 or player 2 button. So you should not be resetting the game unless you have it on mute. Other than that, it's pretty solid. It's plenty loud. The screen actually looks like it fits the bezel. The last version, the bezel looked way too big. It made the screen look so tiny and awkward. So What else is there? There's only one speaker, but that's not a problem. It sounds great. It's not very heavy. And I think 150 bucks, um, I'm more forgiving when you have three good classic games like Dig Dug, Galaga, and Pac-Man. Miss Pac-Man, where it had just Galaga and Miss Pac-Man. I mean, nobody wants to play Dig Dug 2 or the other game. I'm not going to play those games. I'm not interested in them. I have zero nostalgia towards those games. So I thought 150 was a little bit too much, but this one is definitely worth more to me because it gives you those three solid titles that I used to pump a bunch of quarters in when I was a kid. So it also comes with a deck protector, so you don't have to worry about wearing out the graphics on the control deck. Now, while this is a really great product and I do enjoy it, you have to address the fact that the screen does suffer from light bleed, and because it's such a small screen, it is very distracting. Also, if you didn't watch my previous video, these screens also suffer from poor viewing angles, and you will suffer from washout if you are at any angle. It can only really be enjoyed directly head on, and even when you're looking at it head on, you still are going to be bothered by the light bleed. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and put some footage of the games that are included, and that way you can kind of see for yourself if this Countercade is right for you.